Alright, hello, I'm Stormcrow, and this is episode... Stormcrow, when are you going to figure out your hotkeys? I don't know. But hey, if you didn't know already, you should check me out on YouTube at StormcrowOne. If you're watching on Tumblr, check me out. If you're watching on YouTube, I should have a link up there for my Tumblr. That would be smart. That would be smart, because then you could follow me on Tumblr, and you'd know where to see my extra thoughts and whatever else extra things that I post in between that's not just gameplay. Huh. Should have thought about that sooner. Well, good thing I thought about that now. Anyways... This is episode number 27 of the Amazon Archer in Diablo 2 Remastered. We're going to continue on here. I think this episode we're going to finish up with Act 2. It seems to me like we're going to finish up with Act 2 in this episode. So you might notice a slight change in the camera. I don't know, maybe if you're that observant, maybe you did. If you're, I don't know, I adjusted things a little bit. Wow, this just feels way better. Holy man. Okay, let's go. Let's see what we can do. I just finished adding... I added a ton of extra attack rating through diamonds in my armor. It feels amazing. Hellslingers? I had, what was it, like an 80% chance against those earlier? Now I'm at 92. Feels much better. Feels much better. I am excitedly going to work towards the that helm. Absolutely. Still 86% chance against these. That's fine. It's 86% chance better than it was before, so... Or, well, sorry. It's 6% chance better than it was before is what I'm trying to say, but you can feel it for sure. Okay, so I am very much in the market for cold damage. It is a thing that I'm actually lacking, is cold damage, because that helps with any of these spawning things so that they can't regenerate so much. Oopsie daisies, didn't mean to pick that up, but that's fine. Now, of course, we can deal with these things anyways, even without the cold damage. It's just that the cold damage helps, so... If I can at any point find just one piece of cold damage, doesn't have to be a lot, I am going to add that in. Again, didn't mean to pick that up, but hey, what can you do? Great helm. With 3 sockets. That's something I wouldn't mind bringing back. Deathweaver, the Unclean Fire, Enchanted and Cursed. An Omrune, so that's more lifesteal. And some heavy gloves, huh? Well, okay. Throwing axe, rejuvenation potion, a full helm. Can't imagine a helm being... can't imagine a magical helm being better than what I have going on right now. But I guess I could take a look. Faster hit recovery. Yeah, that is kind of what I guess I should have expected, huh? Poison damage over 5 seconds. Attack rating, I mean... seems good. Seems good, but also seems like something I could just find. I don't think it's anything super special that I couldn't just find anyways, so I'm gonna hang on. I'm not gonna hang on to that. The barbarian, the one with the plus barbarian skills, that's different. That has plus barbarian skills. That's got to be more rare. Now it could be, maybe it's not, but I feel like it should be. Right? I feel like it should be. So I don't know. I mean, right now I'm hanging on to it. I don't know if I'm going to continue to hang on to those things, because I don't really know how badly I want to make a barbarian that I want to save items for it, is the thing. I'll think about it. It's more likely that I'm going to start playing a necromancer first. But, I don't know. I mean, I might start playing a barbarian only because I want someone to hold some items. You know what I mean? Like, to be fair, if I'm going to have a character that holds items, I have to put at least a bit of time into them or something. It's a little bit silly, but it's a thought. It's a funny thought. Sort of like the idea. Bassinet. Alright, looks like the next way for us to go is... this way. Ring. I am out of space. We're gonna have to go back soon. Whether I want to or not. All right, next. These are the chevrons. That's where we're going last. Awesome. Very awesome.
I am able Overburdened.
Don't want that. There we go. No, wait, hold on. No, I was wrong. Sorry. I have to adjust this right now. Because I was wrong. Sorry, I made a small adjustment and I was wrong. I was incorrect. Shouldn't have done it. I was right the first time. Sorry. I was right the first time. Okay, there we go. That's it. That is the right spot for it to be. Sorry about that. My apologies. Making small adjustments so that so it's just in the right spot, really. Back to the fire. I'm gonna go in this one first. Right. Oh, there's beetles in here? I mean, on one hand, gross, beetles, and on the other hand, yay, beetles. What's my chance to hit beetles? Can't tell right now. Can't tell right now. They should be worth a good chunk of experience. Someone had pointed out previously that they are worth the most experience of everything, as far as I can... I believe, is that right? The most experience of all enemy types in this area? So, you know, hard to argue with it, right? Oh, beetles. Beetles. I mean, I'm really glad that his resistance is really good at 70%. Mine's at minus 20%, so, you know, could be better. just want to hit him. Just want to hit him. Beetles. Still one of like the best things to see. Okay. Inventory is full.
Greetings.
I have a collection of runes, as usual, that I don't know what I really want to do with right now. I just have them, is really all I know. Attack rating on a ring is cool. Oops, nope. I'm gonna get rid of those. Ring of Greed. Ha 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 ha. No. What is this here? Increased attack speed. 15% better chance of magic items. Extra gold. There is some cold resist in there, but I kind of like my mana stolen at the moment. I think we can do better. I think we can do better. Whoops. That's not where that's supposed to go. Get in there. All right. Got one. There's a rare shield here. I'm not too interested in that. Oh, I'm standing on spikes. Holy man, I should not stand on spikes. It's not a great place to stand. Okay. Awesome. I'm gonna stick to just the rare necromancer items. I'm not too worried about anything else at the moment. goodness, there's so much stuff here. I just want to get through the door. I want to get some experience. I love experience.
I can't carry anymore.
Rust bang the dark. Does that lower my resistances even more? Sure does. Thank goodness there's no elements here to kill me, right? Whew. Yeah, we're okay.
I can't carry anymore.
Small charm, that could be cool. I expected something here. There was nothing. It's fine. Oh my goodness. Wonderful. What do you do? 24 life. Plus 24 life. Yeah, it's not a small amount of life. I'll think about it. I find potentially arranging charms more interesting than all the runes and stuff.
Not enough mana.
Cool. That's everything here, yeah? Time to head to... here at the triangle. And then there's going to be one more, which is the last one. And we'll be done with Act 2. Crazy. I can then move right on to Act 3 if I really want to. Maybe I will. Think about it. minions, undead minions. I can let Azrael tank this, which is great. It's exactly why he's here. To be a sponge for me. Stone skin, I hate stone skin a lot. Awesome. Okay. Ring goes in here. A mask. Guess we'll check it out just in case. 3 sockets on it, huh? Well, you know, I'll take it with me. I guess that's a little bit sad considering I just finished. It's a little sad considering I just finished putting those diamonds in the,
I can't carry anymore.
in that helm, but at the same time, it's okay. Like, we'll get more. So. Also, it just makes it, you know, I'm gonna need something to put the... Just +1. 16 to 29, though. I'm gonna need something to put the topaz into, right? Okay, so this needs to be at 80 before I can replace this circlet. So we're gonna go... Shaboom, 5 points there. And then over here, we're gonna go 55%. Over here, we're gonna go shaboom. We're at plus 300%. Great. Awesome. I feel like I would... I feel like I could... I feel like I could use an upgrade to my weapon, is how I feel. Like, chance to hit feels good right now. But I feel like I could use an upgrade to my weapon. I'm sure there's some out there. There's been a lot of stone skins. That's just not nice. Plus 88 to attack rating. Mana stolen per hit. Oh, interesting. 14 to 26, huh? Slow attack speed, though. But increased attack rating. And some mana stolen per hit. This also opens up some room. This also opens up some room. 162 to 412 bolts. Bolts. Oops. If I can find some bolts on the ground, that'd be great, and then we can check the damage comparison on this. Because it is very possible that I might actually want to replace that with something else. That would allow me to replace this with something else. Interesting idea, such as...
I can't carry anymore.
Such as a better ring. Oh, interesting idea. Interesting idea. In fact, I think we're just going to end up going back right now. Yes, we are.
Good evening.
Good evening.
All right, Farah. Farah, my friend. Let's be honest, I just don't need that. What is the damage comparison? 151 to 319, 162 to 412. It is true, the top end of this is not as high. The bottom end is about as good. Difference being, you know, another 2% chance to hit. Could be good. I don't know if I'm ready to give this up yet, but I'm willing to give this a try. I'm willing to give this a try. Extra gold from monsters. Damage taken goes to mana. That's what this is? Damage taken goes to mana? Okay, well, that's just a better version of the same thing, so may as well just go with the better version, right? What do you do? Cold resist is probably actually kind of important, but, you know. Whoa, plus 12 maximum damage. It's not a small amount. Right. I need to... do a couple of these. Oops. There we go. Good. Okay, well, let's give this a go. Let's give this a try. I'm interested. And I say that because that lets us do things like this, which gives me even more chance to hit. So let me give this a try. I mean, this definitely isn't gonna, like, be bad. There's no reason that I wouldn't be able to hit anything anymore or something like that.
I can't carry
I
it.
just want to open up the thing. Neat. What can I say? I kind of like being able to hit things. Huh. And if I go back to this, then it's only 91% chance to hit. Instead of 92. Okay, well. It's not as big of a change as I would like for it to be. Not quite. But based on that change in percentages, I'm gonna stick with this. This seems fine. 91% seems fine over 93%. I like the because this is just more damage right now. Okay, let's come back this way. There we go. Champion Gorebelly, oh my goodness. Amazing. Is there any way that a mask could just be good for me? Attack rating, enhanced defense. I mean, no. Based on that, no. Scroll a town portal, a couple arrows. A griffin headdress? Oh, I see. Okay. Alright, let's get out of here then. I think it's time to go check out Tell Rasha's real tomb. I think so. Like, the real tomb for real. It's been good. It's been good, Act 2. It's been real good. But it's time to do it for real. This is the real one, right? 2 chevrons? Yep. I don't know if that's actually what you would call it, but that's what I'm calling it, the 2 chevrons. Okay. Superior circlet, only 2 sockets. Well, now that I've found things that have 3 sockets, I'm just not happy with only 2 sockets. You know what I mean?
I can't
Superior long battle bow. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Look at that. Look at that. A bow. A bow with 4 sockets. Yeah, gotta make sure I'm real careful that I don't try to, you know, put a gem down on top of that. That's what I'm talking about. That's probably it right there. It's a superior bow and it's, yeah. I don't know, it's only 3 to 19 though, but I mean, I think that's it. I think that might be it. We're gonna keep an eye out for other items, but that might be the one that I'm looking for.
I can't carry anymore.
Long warbow, 3 to 23. I mean, yeah, see, there's potential of like things like that. Like there's better ones out there. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to commit to this one yet. At least not as the one that I'm expecting to keep forever, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm reasonably excited about this bow, so much so that I want to bring it back right now, is how I'm feeling. I want to bring it back right now. We're going to toss it on the ground, we're going to bring these back. Life stolen per hit. I have better life stolen per hit plus more. Do I have a 2% life stolen? I have a 2% mana stolen. I have a 4% life stolen. I see. Okay, what am I putting in this thing then? What am I putting in this thing? It causes monster to flee. That's interesting, but I don't think that's what I want though. Fast attack speed. I could increase the attack speed, but I don't think I want to. I'd rather find a better bow for that. Life stolen per hit. That's of interest to me. But of course, the mana stolen per hit is also of interest to me, so there's that.
I'm feeling like what do I have here? Minimum damage. Oh, interesting. I have a... I have a couple of these. Life stolen per hit. I don't actually... I guess I don't actually need all that many of those. Minimum damage. Maximum damage? Do I just do that? I mean, if I'm just putting minimum and maximum damage on this, then I'm just doing the same thing that I have right now anyways, right? Right? So it's not really doing anything for me. No, if I want this to be effective, then I have to put... If I want this to be effective, then I have to use gems or something. I guess I could use... I guess I could use runes for this. If I had them. I don't.
Impossible. I can't.
Yeah, that is not the choice at this time, but this could be. Toss that in there. So if we think about this, this could be the choice that we want. How do we make that work? How exactly do we make that work? Now, if we're thinking about it, to make mana, lifesteal, and mana steal work, I need damage on the bow. I need just proper damage on the bow. So that's not really happening if we're doing this, right? With this, not like this. I think there's just better bows we can get to do what we want, so we don't want to spend this on this yet. However, I am happy to spend gems for elemental stuff on this right now, because this isn't really doing much in terms of regular damage. This isn't doing as much in terms of regular damage as it could be. I think there's a world where I find a bow that already has good damage like this, better damage like this, and then I add like this in here. And then maybe some of these other runes as well. For example, something like this. So there is definitely potential for improvement in my items. Yes. Am I going to... So what am I going to fill this up with? I've decided that I want some source of cold damage right now is what I want. My chance to hit things seems fine. But also, when else am I going to use an amethyst, right? I still have some time before I'm going to get to there. So maybe it makes sense to also add in the attack rating. I think that is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do an amethyst, a sapphire. I'm gonna do an amethyst, a sapphire, a 100 poison damage over 7 seconds, but also like 15 to 20 fire damage, like that sort of, you know what I mean? I'm gonna do this. This feels right. $116 to $354. So I mean it's. So we'll see. We'll see if the elemental damage keeps up with what I had before, but I mean, I think so, though. Especially with the ice damage being in here, being part of this.
Not enough mana.
Okay, hold on. We gotta get through these. We gotta get through this undead stuff first. It's very possible. It's very possible that this is actually useless. But actually, I think it makes sense to do this for this reason. This gives me a source of elemental damage that helps us deal with these problems, right? I think so. Yeah. That is sort of the problem I'm dealing with right now, isn't it? That I can't exactly get around all this stuff because, you know, we're in such a small hallway. If only we could break them apart. Can't choose when they break apart.
mana.
I wonder if there is... I mean, it's possible there's some kind of a limit to which ones can actually... Let me just, like... Oh my goodness, I can't even do that. Okay, back here. I want to say it's possible there's some kind of limit to, like, which ones can be broken or not. You know, like somehow some of these can be broken and some can't. I don't know why or how exactly. Just that for some reason that is the case. It's almost like we've clearly reached a point where, you know, the enemies that I'm killing, I wonder if some are designated as breakable and some not, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, it's not a big change.
I need mana.
Not a big change in my damage, but definitely a change in my damage, yes. I think it's a good change in my damage. In the way that...
I am overburdened.
It's a good change to my damage in the way that... in the way that, like, it's helpful to have this available. But in the scheme of, like, actually doing damage, yeah, no, it's not. It's just not as good. I feel like this damage is better. So then I'm really inclined to think that what I'm really looking for is... So I mean, I'll hang on to that extra bow for things like if I run into rooms like these where I need to break some of them down, or if I need the slow from the ice damage, I guess. But I think we have to take that as a failed experiment. It did not turn out to be more damage or better damage, which, you know, is good to know. I'm not unhappy with the science. Yeah, okay, so this is helpful to have as a secondary weapon for stuff like this. For breaking down these hallways of things, it is helpful. For doing raw damage, maybe not quite as much, but it is helpful. Glad I backed up from that. I saw the cold damage on my Valkyrie. Didn't want to get hurt. This part is going to go on longer because I'm going to keep going for this part, for this episode, until we're done with Act 2. So... Yeah, it's still, for the most part, just better to just use the regular bow. Or pretty much all the time it's better. Yeah, okay, whatever.
I need mana.
Fun experiment. It would be nice if the extra cold damage was here on this bow, available on this bow. But as of right now, it just makes more sense to just... As of right now, it makes more sense to just use the more powerful bow. And I mean more powerful in terms of physical damage. You know, the actual physical damage is adding up a lot more than I had thought it would. And I like that. I like that a lot. So I've never really understood how the physical damage adds up before. And I mean, I still don't really know how it adds up exactly, but I know that it adds up. Definitely does.
I am overburdened.
I should keep an eye out for something like this. This could actually turn into something really good. That's a good point. Because I do have the option to imbue some things with Charcy, don't I? I sure do. Now that we're getting further in here, this actually makes sense. I might actually consider going back to Act 1 to imbue another weapon.
Not enough mana.
Just to, after I'm done with this Act 2 here. It's not a bad idea, actually. That way I don't reset my whole map.
I can't carry.
I need to be out here. Wow, there's so many of you. Why are there so many of you? What is going on here? Can we do something like over here, maybe? It's a little weird over there. Okay, that's better. Potions back to good. Kick open only a couple as I'm passing. I don't want to take up too much time bothering around with those. Most of my time I want to spend actually shooting things. Cedar bow.
I can't carry anymore.
Wait, there was an ashwood bow back there.
Can't. I can't carry anymore.
10 to 29. Fast attack speed. That's a good one. That's a really good one. That is a really good one.
I am overburdened. I am overburdened.
Here, hang on a minute. Yeah, let's do something like this.
Greetings.
Oops, silly me. Okay, I do want these, as well as there was another one of these back here somewhere, this
I am
ashwood
overburdened.
bow. We're not really that overburdened. 16 to 29. So this also gives bow and crossbow skills, which is probably preferable. That's good. I just thought to myself of making use of those imbue stuff, and what do you know? I find some good looking bows that I could imbue. Oh, don't poison me. Great thing about this strafe skill is that as long as I am within range, as long as I can see the Unraveler, I can shoot at it. And you know, as usual, I don't have to be shooting 6 arrows at it at a time to actually
I can't carry anymore.
deal with it, right? What do you do? Hey. Okay. No, never mind. That's not as good as I thought it was. Not as good as I thought. I will pick up this, and then we'll head on. You know, okay, let's be honest, am I actually gonna be here for, okay, let me take a break. I guess I'm just going to do another whole part. I'm just going to do another whole part. Okay? I mean, I'm just going to do another whole part. I'm having too much fun. I'm just going to do another whole part. Give me a moment. I'll be back. We'll do another part. Thanks for joining me for... Not that one. That's not the right one. Thanks for joining me for episode 27. I'll see you in episode 28. Bye for now.